Hi, so this is Treasure, and she's gonna be my model today. I'm gonna be showing you how to fill in your eyebrows. So first thing you wanna do is take a spoolie and just brush your eyebrows upward. This way you can see how they naturally fall, and we're gonna be following this outline to fill in. So once you're comfortable with how filled in they look, then you're gonna take an angled brush. I'm using an angled brush because I'll be using a pomade today. I'm using the Kevlon D pomade, but you can use a pencil or powder or whatever you're most comfortable with. So I'm gonna dip my brush into the product, and if you have Lexus, you can wipe it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna take I'm just gonna brush it up a little bit more. So now I'm gonna follow the bottom part of her eyebrow and just follow the natural shape of everything. And you want to use hair-like strokes, so we have a more natural look. So be careful not to bring the product too close to the front, because that's gonna make it look boxy. We're gonna address the front of the brow later on. So just follow it, and then after that, we're gonna go to the top of the brow and do the same thing, outline it. And bring it down to connect to the bottom. So after all this, you wanna make sure the brow does not expand farther than this. You wanna make sure your arc is over here and the brow begins over here. So just take a product, line it up with your nose, line it with your eyes, and all that. So now I'm gonna take a spoolie and just comb through the product a little bit. And next thing I'm gonna do is with this, I'm gonna take hair-like strokes right in the front, just to give you a look of individual hairs in the front, because you obviously don't have that. So I'm gonna just take the product, using the long part of the angled brush, I'm gonna start that at the bottom and just go upward. Don't worry if it looks a little crazy, we're gonna fix it all with concealer. Just go upward using hair-like strokes. If you need more product, dip into it a little bit. Continue to just follow the outline on the brow using hair-like strokes. And just keep doing that, hair-like strokes upward. And now if you have too much product in the front, you can always take your spoolie and just brush it out a little bit. Just brush it out. It's like a little a blending brush for your brows, basically. So just go again. I'm gonna use the part go in with hair-like strokes, just upward. It's gonna give you the whole fade look in front of the brow that people like so much. So next you wanna take your concealer. I'm gonna be using a mix of a highlight and a darker shade for her. You usually would want a highlighted shade to clean up your brows, just because it can give you the look of a lifted brow, and most like. I'm gonna be using this brush to conceal. I like my concealer brush to be really small, precise, just so I know I'm getting the product exactly where I want it. So I'm gonna mix the dark and light shade up a little bit, and then I'm gonna take the concealer and bring it right under her eyes, under the brow, and around. The concealer is like a eraser, so we're gonna take anything that we don't like and take it away. I'm gonna take some more product and go from the front of the brow, because the product went a little bit too high. So I'm gonna use the concealer brush once again and bring it down. If the tail of the brow is too long at the end, we can also use the concealer to take that away. And just make sure you can use the concealer to really highlight the shape you want in your brow. So right here, I took it a little bit too low, and I don't like how it's looking, so it's very easy. Just go back in with your product and bring it back to where you like it. Go back in. So after I conceal, I like going in again with the spoolie and just brushing it through. I go a little bit hard with the spoolie just because it helps me give it that faded look. And also you can conceal the front of your brow and then go once again in with the product. That's if you really want a deep, precise look. Now you can either use a brush or beauty blender to do this. I'm gonna be using a beauty blender, and you just blend in the concealer and the product all around, so it blends into the skin. You keep doing this until it looks like the product is no longer there. Now, this is just a few final steps. You can take it's just the Benefit 24 brow setter, just to set your brows in place. So you just go through it with this. And finally, my favorite part is getting that little highlight. So you take a highlighter. I like using a small eyeshadow brush, putting it in and highlighting right under the brow to give you a lifted brow bone look. And that's it. Thank you.